You have meticulously refined your essays, parsed every possible word in your resume, thoughtfully coached your recommenders from a distance. And if you're like most applicants, you've left your short answers, the many brief questions that appear in the applications themselves, to the last moment, kind of hoping that the task will miraculously complete itself. Well, we all know that won't happen. Hi, I'm Jeremy Shinewald, founder and president of mbaMission, and I'm here today to discuss how you can write your most powerful responses to short answer questions. Here we go. Number one, you guessed it. The first thing you should do when responding to the many short answer questions is start early. In many applications, there are all sorts of brief questions that just take time to complete. Your address, your mother's maiden name, where your parents went to college. Yes, they actually ask those things, but they're also what will seem like more immediately relevant questions. Admissions officers often ask you to list your dates of employment, your salary and bonuses for every position you've held, sometimes even wanting data on several roles you've had within the same company. Your responses to these questions should be right, of course, and trying to cull information from years ago is challenging. When did I officially join the board of that nonprofit? What was my bonus 4 years ago? Trying to figure this all out at the last moment can be challenging and stressful. So open your application early, fill in everything you can, and be sure that you can truly answer the questions that are being asked. Then chip away at the remaining pieces when you can. Leaving 5 applications worth of short answers to the last moment won't end well. Getting started early and completing the nebulous details well before your submission date is a recipe for success. Number 2, to the extent you can, you should be offering new information with every one of the more in-depth short answer responses. So if a program asks you to explain your greatest accomplishment and challenge in each professional role in 250 characters, and that is the type of question they ask, or to discuss your most significant contributions to your community organizations in 200 characters, again, the type of question they ask, should not just copy and paste a bullet or two from your resume. First of all, it kind of seems lazy, and that isn't the kind of message you want to send about yourself. But second of all, you risk boring the reader with information they're already familiar with. You may just lose the audience. So to the extent you can, please try to share new information or put a spin on existing information so that the reader can stay engaged. So new information should be clear, but what do I mean by spin? Well, if you have a bullet in your resume about a marketing campaign you initiated that was successful, then maybe when the AdCom poses a short answer about your greatest professional accomplishment, you write about how you won over your manager who did not want to green light it at first, and how he eventually became an advocate for an increased budget. You make your short answer narrative about personalities rather than metrics. Spin. Just an example. You don't need to write about anything earth-shattering. You just need to keep the reader learning about you with your short answers. When they stop learning, they drift, and that just doesn't help you. Number 3, get the details right. As noted, in many applications, the AdComs will ask you to provide nebulous details like hours per week spent at a volunteer position. You should do your best to get the details right, but you should also know that if you get a detail wrong by accident, or you provided a job title that isn't a precise match for what your recommender used, they're not going to toss your application from the pile. Of course, we're not advocating for sloppiness. Again, get these details right, but know that they're not playing gotcha with these questions. They're just trying to piece together the entire puzzle of your career and life. So if you happen to make a small error, you can just let them know via a brief, polite email, or not. It just requires judgment with respect to the magnitude of that small error. Okay, so those are some thoughts on short answers. Get it done early, provide new information, and get the details right. If you have any questions about your short answers or any questions at all about your profile, please feel free to take advantage of our free 30-minute consultation by clicking on the link below. Our team of admissions experts is standing by to give you thoughtful, candid advice. Our free consultation is not a sales pitch, it's an opportunity for you to get your questions answered. One more thing, if you enjoyed this video and want to get more MBA admissions and application tips, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Best of luck with your short answers and with your entire application.